Hello, I am very glad and excited to give this important presentation. First, to be again with all our worldwide resellers, and this year also with customer and potential customers. This period forced us to show in virtual mode, but I am sure we will return to the tradition of making a yearly worldwide conference very shortly. To those from the audience who don't know me, just a few words to introduce myself. So my name is Zvika Friedman. I'm working for more than 2 decades in SolidCAM, Vice President of Sales for Israel and Japan, and Director for many years in Israel market. In Israel today, we're absolutely the leader of the CAM company with more than 1,500 suites in the industry and around 3,000 seats in the educational market. During my sales activity in SolidCAM, I am looking all the time for some extra, some winner or joker will make the difference and will give me some sales motivation to look forward. The joker appears from time to time in SolidCAM milestone. SolidWorks. In 2003, the integration to SolidWorks, the gold partnership status, was a game changer for SolidCAM. The integration with the most important CAD player in the world was a significant step for SolidCAM and opened us many doors into the CAM market. HSM and HSS. In 2007, we came out with our 3D milling package, which put us in the front of the 3D milling world. You can see a powerful 3D milling in the next presentation given by Amod Onkar. 5-axis module. The integration to ModelWorks gave us all the power to compete with the best in the advanced CAM market. And in 2011, iMachining, the revolutionary module, really was a bomb. It's something new and was unique to the CAM and the CNC world and gave us a big advantage for a long period. Until now, we have a big advantages over our competitors. And now we have the SwissType module, and let's talk about it. So let's see a few quotes on SwissType in the web. Swiss-style machining tool can be a good choice for making complex parts. Swiss machining itself has a reputation of being complex and therefore more difficult to master than standard machining. Another one, over the years, programming of Swiss machine has also gotten easier. Programmers are now able to create programs to machine quicker using CAM than they were 5 years ago, where everything was handwritten or cut and paste. In today's world, a programmer could get by just relying on the CAM system and the post to output the code needed. I have collected a few chats from the CNC Zone forum and related to SwissType. We can learn them a lot. First one, is anyone out there using this software to program an hour machine Swiss turn? We have been struggling with the software for over 2 years now and have nothing but problem. It just isn't up to the job. And after 2 years, they still can't provide a post to run over our machine. This has been a terrible, expensive exercise, to say at least, and they still can't provide a program to make a part. Another one, don't forget, you will need a post for your machine. Any money that's spent on SwissCAM would be a waste without a post that generate a program that needs no editing. And another one regarding to our competitors. Unless I am mistaken, someone please correct me if I am. There are only 3 CAM products that will handle Swiss: PartMaker, Esprit, and MasterCAM Swiss Expert. Well, I have no experience with the last 2, only what I have heard. We purchased PartMaker about 2 years ago. At that time, MasterCAM had just acquired by a Swiss Expert and was a newcomer to Swiss. So we stayed away from them. From what I saw, we chose PartMaker because the GUI is very nice, but it does take some learning to pick it up. They claimed that they had excellent post, but after 2 years, I'm still having things fixed. And now, PartMaker has been bought by Autodesk and everything is in a limbo. Okay, so what we can learn from this chat? Users are mainly looking on SwissType CAM System for strong functionality, SwissType users need all functionality to activate all machine capability. Implementation, what does it mean? It means full package, proven post for SwissType machines, training for the factory programmers, and being close to them, to the factories, until they are independent with the system. Proven post, the post processor which generate the G-code output need to be perfect, especially in such complex machine. User-friendly CAM. For such a complex machines, easy to use CAM system is big advantage. SolidWorks, about integration to SolidWorks. Many factories use SolidWorks for design, and a CAM system which integrated to SolidWorks like SolidCAM means quality. And realistic machine simulation. For such a multi-channel SwissType machine simulation is must to cut setup machine time and to get a realistic picture before cutting. If we think why SwissType user need CAM, so there are many reasons for it. First, parts become more complex. Programming requires more manual programming skills. Machines are getting more complex. There are a huge variety of different kinematics. The most complicated CNC machines are the SwissType. Programming and managing synchronization code and access pattern for two switch-channel machines are hard and difficult without CAM. And simulation and verification of tool paths is crucial to prevent collision and to cut setup time drastically. Okay, and last thing, very important, SwissType programmer with all the knowledge. This is, of course, not ideal for the factory for many reasons. First, the dependence in the expert. Modern factory today cannot leave all the knowledge in the head of one or two experts. It's an irresponsibility approach. And second, setup take much longer time when you don't have a pre-simulation and verification. You actually run a setup like a blind. And third, programming to different SwissType machine is almost impossible without CAM. And also, the need for shifting parts between different CNC machines. Now about SolidCAM. We are the only SwissType CAM with full integration to SolidWorks today, and also to Autodesk Inventor. Many SwissType customers which use SolidWorks and Inventor in their factories, this is a great advantages on our competitors. We have a strong functionality for SwissType, easy to use GUI, proven post-processor database, and all necessary tools for SwissType machines. So we have actually all the parameters to be number one, and 2021 must be the breakthrough for us to this important market. It's all depend, of course, on us now, and we have a strong team, powerful marketing. We gave a best implementation. We will sharing knowledge. All of them will generate our brand as the best. Okay, let's think about the benefits from SwissType to SolidCAM. So first, high market potential. There are just a few CAM which can give solution to SwissType. We are SolidCAM, one of them, and we are the best. In a very big market. This CAM field potential is huge. Second thing, it's enabled us to replace competitor seats. We have the option to penetrate to customers who use other CAM and don't have SwissType solution. It could open the way to sell also milling or turning seats, which is sometimes impossible without such a module like SwissType. Regarding maintenance and subscription, well, I don't think customers will take the risk to stay without it when you have a SwissType seat. So the effort and the investment is worthy for long run. So let's check if we are ready to SwissType challenge. So our tools in SolidCAM for SwissType contains the VMID. So what is VMID? It's a virtual machine which enables us to define a complete machine with all elements called devices, like axis, like turret, table, tailstock, steady rest, bar feeder, part catcher, and so on. We have the MCO, machine control operation, allow us to control all machine devices, transfer the part, turret movement, and so on. Very strong feature. We have the machine preview. which allow us to visualize the schematic position of the machine devices without entering to the machine simulation. It's very, very strong tool. And of course, we have the machine simulation, which give us a realistic simulation before wheel machining. This is essential for SwissType. Channel synchronization, which enable us to synchronize operation in multi-channel machine with very simple interface. And spatial pattern like superimposition, balance off. Those spatial features are essential for SwissType machines and exist now in SolidCAM version. Okay, about what we actually sell for SwissType customer. So if it's a new customer, or let's think it's a new seats to existing customer, so first we need to sell, of course, the bundle, like SolidWorks, or if the customer have, so it's just add-on. But the customer need the 4-5 axis, index, or simultaneous. He need full mill-turn package, and he need the SwissType option. He need the post-processor for the machines, and of course the machine simulation. The second category is just if we want to upgrade existing customer, let's say a milling or turning customer. So in this case, this customer, if we want to upgrade to SwissType, you need, of course, full mill turn package. You need 4-5 axis, index, or simultaneous. And as before, you need the SwissType option, the post-processor, and of course, the machine simulation. And last category is upgrade existing advanced mill turn customer. I mean a customer that already have some mill turn package of SolidCAM. So in this case, you just need the SwissType option, post-processor, and machine simulation, and sometimes to add the 4 and 5 axis simultaneous. Okay, what we need to do in order to be number one in this market of the SwissType? So first thing is iron expert. This is the most important issue. Well, I have an excellent and professional team in Israel. They have excellent skills in post, in milling and turning technology. You know, but when we had started selling SwissType, I realized that in SwissType case, it's not enough. One of the most important things is to find a SwissType expert programmer which knows and understands those machines perfect. No short way is possible here. Build a proven post-processor, sharing knowledge. A very important task is a global collaboration between us to create a large and reliable database of posts for these machines and to share knowledge on technical issues and sales issues. For it, we had launched a company forum where you can find articles and ideas and tips on SwissType. Also, customer can use this forum. In addition, Daniel from our company, he managed the post database together with the technical team that expert in SwissType. Streamline the training process. A global training system is very important to give the customers the best training that includes all software components needed for SwissType. And last, find a prospect. Well, a good relationship with the worldwide machine tools manufacturers is most important, as well as with the machine tool reseller in each country, will greatly help to reach the end user customer. For example, in Israel, our good connection with Elbe, which is agent of Citizen, and Tech Team, agent of Star. So let's see how we did it last year, 2020, in Israel, with great success. So first of all, customers conference. You know, after 3 years of development, I decided with the best way to announce our SwissType product would be by launching it at the large customer conference in Israel. Indeed, we held an excellent customer conference at Tel Aviv Exhibition Center on September 19, which was attended by about 350 of our customers, as well as potential customers. You know, one of the most prominent parts of the conference behind the presentation of 2020 version was the initial exposure of SolidCAM software to support SwissType machines. The conference was a great success and won many praises from the company's hundreds of customers in Israel. Second thing, strengthening the relationship with machine companies. As I mentioned in the previous slide, strengthening the relationship with the seller of the machine is extremely important. In Israel, for example, we conducted an intensive training on this subject for our agent of Elba company that sells the Citizen machine. All technical team of Elba got software to run in front of the customer. Second thing, I am an expert of SwissType, as I mentioned before. So being able to speak with the factory programmers during demonstration and during implementation, also in machine language, which I call it the SwissType language, is a huge advantage. You know, there are many technical elements that once the customer notices your knowledge in it, you will buy his heart and mind. And if you are also able to give a certain tips about the efficiency in the SwissType part he currently runs, that is already a win-win situation, and the way to the deal is sure. And of course, to the support after, which built actually our branding. Payment process. Another very important sales tool that I used with some important customer is, as I call it, a payment process that depends on implementation success. This is a technique I have used before with great success with the iMachining module. The customer actually gives a down payment, continue to pay as the process progresses, and complete the payment upon full implementation. Well, this creates a trust and understanding with the new customer. He gets the feeling that we are serious, and at the end of the day, the success of the process is also our success. And last thing is benchmark. Well, I can tell you it's a tool from which there is no way to escape in some cases. When the customer wants to be sure that the product works to his satisfaction, or if he compares to competitors, so I use this tool without fear, when of course I was sure about the fact that the post is at least 70% ready and no big investment is required. Okay, let's talk now about customer success in Israel from 2020. So first customer success is a company called Bioline Implants. Well, this is a pure dental implants factory. As you can see, they have 8 SwissType machines. Next turn with different types, also with 5-axis, and also an hour machine. Well, the history of this customer with CAM system for the machines was totally failure. Both CAM they had purchased did not give a good solution. Gives with functionality and Esprit with the support. They heard about us and decided to give another chance. Well, I knew that it's not going to be easy. After a fantastic demo, which excited them, I understood that they will not go to pay without being sure that it works in their machines. I trust my team and I knew it will be a journey, and I told the factory owner about the intention to close with him in a payment process that depends on implementation success. And what I mean by this is to finish all post, machine simulation, to run and cut with them without any editing, and to train the programmers, and to see them work independently with SolidCAM. He agreed immediately, and we had started a process which takes not much time, and at the end of it, we can say it's a great success, and the factory today works independently with SolidCAM. Second success story, it's a factory that called LMV Dies Ltd. This is a factory that has been working for 25 years with MasterCAM software for milling up to 5-axis and for wirecut EDM as well as mill turn 5-axis machine. Another department in the factory has SwissType machine of the Star SV20 and Star SCV20 Reeve, and also Tornus Gamma type, very complicated machine. Well, on September 19, we held an excellent customer conference, I mentioned it before, at Tel Aviv Exhibition Center. Already at the end of the conference, a factory manager who was present at the conference and was not one of our customers, approached to me and told me that he was very impressed with our SwissType package and asked to set up an appointment after the conference. The meeting was held at the factory a few days after the conference, which including a full demonstration of the SwissType module. The demonstration we did with Dmitry Pitkin, our technical SwissType expert, was very impressive, and the plant manager understood from me that he would get close support until the programmer will work independently with SolidCAM. Today, we can say it's a great success, and another advantages we achieve is another full seat for milling and mill turn we sold. This means that we have a fantastic way to penetrating to new customers who use other CAM system just because we have an excellent SwissType solution, which is unique, and most of our competitors still don't have it. Emimar, Emi integrated system. Well, Emi is a great SolidCAM customer for more than 20 years. This is a very modern factory, an expert in system integration to many sectors like military, medical instrument, electronic, and so on. They have 5 seats of SolidCAM, which include module like mill turn, 5-axis, and machine, very advanced machine like Nakamura, like Mazak, Integrex, Okuma Multus, and more. Total around 20 CNC machines from the top level. SwissType was new for them, but the owner knew he needed it, but also understood there is no good CAM product that can support it. Well, at the beginning of 2020, when he heard SolidCAM have a solution, he called me, and when I arrived to talk about subscription renewal, he showed me 2 new SwissType machines of Citizen L20, both with 5-axis. In this case, the problem was different. The programmer wasn't familiar with the SwissType machines at all, and also beginner with SolidCAM. So it was new for him. And here's come the importance of having in my team a SwissType expert, which knew to direct him and step by step to achieve the target. Today they're working with SolidCAM to SwissType machines, and the owner said to me before a month, I am very happy, and I think to expand the SwissType departments very, very soon. AB Dental, another customer story. Dental is also an implant dental factory based on Star Machine. AB Dental is a new customer for us, and he heard about SolidCAM from another client who already worked with SolidCAM in his SwissType, in his Star Machine. First, they invited us for a demonstration and impression, but after a bitter experience with part maker, set up a necessary condition for the purchase. To run a complex part that include turning and milling operation, including 5-axis, and of course, channel synchronization. Indeed, this is what we actually done and made the company owners purchase the SolidCAM package. This was a classic benchmark for us. Let's talk about IWI. So IWI has been a global arms development company for over 80 years, designing and developing selected weapons for military, security, and trade agency worldwide. The company has a manufacturing and development factory in Israel and other manufacturing factory in Asia. IWI has been programming the weapons part for many years using SolidCAM in all existing and advanced modules, and of course, use iMachining that has created a manufacturing revolution in milling, steels, and hard material from which the weapons parts are made. The company has dozens of highly advanced CNC machines, from milling up to 5-axis vertical and horizontal machine, as well as turn mill machines for 5-axis. And last year, SolidCAM software was introduced for them for the Anawa SwissType XD32 that has become a complex and problematic programming bottleneck in the setup machine time for them. Well, the part over the years have become very complex, and software was required to support the machine in terms of CAM. IWI excellent experiment with SolidCAM in all other machines left no doubt. Today, after several months of experience, it can be said that the implementation has been very successful, and IWI saving in programming and setup machine is very large, and they are considering purchasing more similar machines thanks to the easy programming option, simulation, and shortening the running time. Okay, this actually brings me to the end. Thanks for listening. I hope I succeeded to convey motivation and help you regarding our excellent module of SwissType. We absolutely have a big chance in this time to turn SolidCAM to be a worldwide leader in the SwissType CAM. And meanwhile, I want to show you a quality video which describes the quality of SolidCAM today in 2021 in SwissType. So enjoy, and thank you very much. Well, this video will show a combination of real machining in advanced mill turn and SwissType machines and 5-axis machines also. No doubt, we stay in the stage of the art of the CNC technology. We can see, for example, 5-axis indexial in SwissType. Machine preview will show exactly the schematic position of the part and the tools. Five-axis milling machine, including turning. This is advanced mill turn machine with 5-axis. Now to SwissType, you can see advanced channel synchronization, very easy user interface, and combination of working with two tools in the machine. Superimposition, you see both tools working together, and we control it by the synchronization screen. A great machine simulation. You can see everything. You see the stock is moving and the tool is staying in the same position. Balance rough. Both tools are working together. And here you can see all the post-processor in the machines we support with SwissType, like Star, Citizen, Tornos, and so on. And you can see amazing technical support worldwide of SolidCAM.